how did you get into CrossFit in the first place?
And I came upon CrossFit on an article, Muscle and Fitness. So I say, they had affiliates throughout the United States, so I decided to, venture out. So I bumped into these guys in the park, and one thing led to another.
And the people in the park happen to be
The people in the park happen to be CrossFit Providence.
Happen to be Josh and
Mike.
Josh.
It was Mike, Josh, Chris, and an assortment of other people.
Gotcha. Just started working out. What was that like? How was it?
It was pretty intense for the simple fact that it was all bodyweight exercise except for maybe like the thrusters and everything else was like plyometrics and burpees and stuff like that. Something that you're not used to doing, especially when you're in the global gyms. You're just working on chest and tries, back and bis, that kind of whole aspect of working out.
Yeah.
It's very, it's not functional.
Yeah. How do you think CrossFit's so much better than those global gyms and what a lot of people do?
The thing I like about CrossFit is the fact that they integrate everybody. It's an individual, collective, team effort. Everybody's individually trying to gruel out the wad and simultaneously working together as a team. So if I'm seeing that girl next to me banging out a Fran, and I know she's going to go through exactly the same excruciating pain, the same nauseating movements over and over again, I can look to my left and to my right and know that people along with me, not just me by myself, is banging out the workout.
Yeah.
And I like that, as opposed to me walking into a gym, or global gym for that matter, and just, I'm left to my own vices.
Do you read through the website, the CrossFit website, a lot?
Oh, absolutely, man. I got to log in and, give them a little piece of my mind. But generally speaking, from a coach's point of view, because I certify, so I try to give them words of encouragement, words of motivation. Whatever knowledge I have, I try to give it out to the members, whether they be novices or experienced athletes. I like the whole aspect of working out with a bunch of people that, they're in it to win it individually for themselves, for their own goals, and at the same time, be physically fit so that when life's challenges come your way, you can better handle them and use a medium as far as like CrossFit to do such a thing.
Speaking of knowledge, I heard through the grapevine that you might be ascertaining a lot more new knowledge, not just from CrossFit. How is that?
Well, I'm applying to Brown University. It's one of the Ivy Leagues in the United States. It's here in Providence, Rhode Island, through the resumed undergraduate education program for members like myself, like, older, not straight out of high school, that kind of thing, culturally diverse maybe, might be a positive factor in it. Life experience is another, military background is another.
Do you have military background?
Oh, absolutely, United States Marine Corps.
Really? For how many years and when and how was that?
I was in the Marine Corps for 7 years. I was in the early 90s and in the 2000s when this whole thing blew out the water.
Where were you stationed? What was your...
I was in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. I was Motor Transportation Battalion. Then I did TAD training with 2nd Force Recon Battalion.
Did you ever do CrossFit when you were in the military there?
Absolutely not.
Really?
I didn't do CrossFit for the simple fact that, I thought that I was getting enough with the regular physical training I was going through in the Marine Corps. And I wasn't really motivated to go out there, like, give it my all. You know what I mean? Now, a little bit older, a little bit wiser, more inclined to better my lifestyle. Not so much the way I eat and what I do to work out, but this is a lifestyle. This is not just me going to the gym, waking up at 5 a.m. every morning, banging out from 5:45 to 6:45, and then just calling it a day. This is who I am. This is part of who I am.
You mentioned your eating and your lifestyle. How do you eat? What kind of regimen, if any, do you use?
I have implemented the Paleolithic eating, where I tried in the beginning, this is the second time around, to not eat any sugars, any fast food, any sweets, anything like that, and try to implement more vegetables into the routine, less grains, less pasta, less breads, more meats, more fish, and just make everything from scratch as opposed to me ordering it through the drive-thru and not knowing what content the food has.
What do you think CrossFit is for? Who can it benefit?
It can benefit pretty much anybody. I think it benefits people that have injuries, believe it or not.
Why is that?
I have a lot of injuries. I got shot in the leg.
Wow, really? Where? Can you see? Not really?
Not really, but I got shot in the thigh. I got shot in the thigh.
All right, G-rated. G-rated.
If I wear shorts, you can see the scars. I wear anti-embolism stockings, so in the summer, if you notice, I always had a stocking on. That's to prevent blood clots and help mobilize the blood internally. I also had 2 spinal fractures, the T12 and the L1, which is thoracic, middle back, and the lumbar 1, lower back. I also broke my rib, got cut in the face, my left ear was about to fall off, so I've been around the block a couple of times. You know, and for me to come in here and give it all and actually compete with athletes that don't have the serious injuries that I've had in the past and actually come on top, it says a lot.
Yeah, that's all from your military experience?
Military experience, yes.
That's some intense stuff, and you're still kicking ass.
I try to, yes.
So this is good for people that are injured. It's even good for older people, younger people. It doesn't matter what age.
It doesn't matter because you know what? Everything's scalable. Like one thing that you'll never see in CrossFit is somebody who's a total novice walk into CrossFit and bang out the WOD prescribed for the day. That would be like total suicide.
Yeah.
So we have scalability options. We'll rate the workout according to the person's physicality and knowledge of or physical experience. And then we can set the routine to where these people can bang out, keep the same range of motion, but maybe tweak the exercises here and there and still get the same results.
What's your vision for your participation with CrossFit Providence for the
myself getting more certs under my belt as far as like a kneeling cert, weightlifting cert, Olympic lifting cert rather, and avoiding injuries as much as possible so I can, you know, compete with the heavy hitters like the head coaches like Mike, Josh, and Chris, and everybody else that falls into that category. And Josh, there's another Josh too that bangs out pretty well. I got him in my crosshairs for a couple of workouts.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Leo, for your great interview.
No problem. You're welcome.
All right.
All right.
Bamboleo, bamboleo.